Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dialing up a second down pass play. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Going to the running game. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, we got good yards. We get the first down. Now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Touch pass on the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in...
Pulls it in on the right. The expressway is wide open. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Ready, set. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatchett. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. On the run, still looking. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up, and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Clemson jumps to the line. On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the... He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. But we're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Let's go! He's looking to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Throws for the tight end. Snags it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. 29. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback will keep it. The Yellow Jackets get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking.
Looking for a deep man. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Pound 55 weak.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
This is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Red pass, it's complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Into the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Ready?
Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are taking.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Clemson will send the punt team out. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to... everyone's on the same page for this big down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down here for the offense.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Go! Go!
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock was ticking.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Across the 10. Oh, look out! He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Let's go!
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Still looking on the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just see what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because so dynamic, get open, and catch the football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some...